Hello everyone, welcome sa Physics in a Minute. Ang title ng video natin ngayon ay Solving Sample Problem for Projectile Motion. Nasa problem number 7 na tayo. Assume that a baseball player hits a home run and the ball lands in the left field seats 7.5 meters above the point at which it was hit. It lands with a velocity of 36 meters per second at an angle of 28 degrees below the horizontal. Find the magnitude and direction of the initial velocity with which the ball leaves the bat. Pause nyo muna ang video, basahin nyo muna yung ating problem, analyze nyo para mas masusundan nyo ako mamaya sa ating mga susunod na proseso. Ang susunod na gagawin natin dyan ay ililista natin lahat ng mga given value na nasa at problem natin. So ang given value dyan na binanggit sa atin, unang-una ay yung 7.5 meters above the point. Ibig sabihin yan yung ating height or y is equals to 7.5 meters. Check. And susunod dyan is meron tayong velocity of 36 meters per second, and this velocity ay velocity ng bola nung nagland na siya sa horizontal. That means this is a final velocity. Kaya ilalagay natin dito as B is equals to 36 meters per second. And meron din tayong angle dito na binigay sa atin, which is yung angle ng bola below the horizontal, at isusulat natin siya as alpha. Okay? Susunod dyan ay unknown value natin. So, base dito, sabi niya is find the magnitude and direction of the initial velocity. Magnitude and direction. Kaya ilalagay natin dito is the initial velocity of the ball nung pinalo yung bola. And this is written as initial velocity or V sub I. And also, pinapahanap din sa atin yung direction or itong direction na ito ay tumutukoy sa angle. Kaya ilalagay ko dito ay theta. Theta ang ilalagay natin dito kasi para hindi maghalo sa angle natin dito which is alpha. Para paglagay natin sa equation natin mamaya ay hindi tayo malilito kung anong angle yung tinutukoy natin dyan sa equations na yan. So meron na tayong given value, meron na tayong unknown. Ang susunod dyan ay gagawaan natin ng free body diagram. Ang gamit ng free body diagram sa problem natin ay para mas ma-visualize pa natin yung sitwasyon doon sa problema mismo na binigay sa atin. So, ang free body diagram niyan ay given by ganito. So, yung bola natin ay pinalo with a certain velocity. Ito. Pinalo ng baseball player natin. Na meron siyang initial velocity which is unknown sa atin ngayon, hindi natin alam. And meron din siyang angle above horizontal which is ito. And hindi rin natin alam yan. Now, ang alam lang natin na data base dito sa problem natin na binigay ay meron tayong final velocity ng bola which is 36 meters per second nung tumama siya doon sa left field ng upuan. So assuming na yung nakikita nyo dito ay left field ng upuan natin yan. Yung nakikita nyo dyan ay yan yung upuan natin. So pag tama ng bola dyan, meron siyang final velocity na 36 meters per second. And meron din siyang final velocity in x component. And meron din siyang final velocity in y component. At nung nahulog na yung bola doon sa horizontal natin, which is ito, ay meron siyang angle na alpha is equals to 28 degrees. At ngayon, ang 7.5 meters dito na sinasabi dyan sa problem natin ay ito. Nung tumama yung bola dyan sa may horizontal or dyan sa upuan natin, ang height niya from the ground, pagpalagay natin ito yung ground, from the initial position of the ball ay given by y is equals to 7.5 meters. So, yan yung height natin na tinutukoy dito. Bago tayo mag-proceed doon sa derivation, gusto ko lang maintindihan natin muna na para mahanap natin si initial velocity, which is ito, ang kailangan natin dyan ay mahanap si initial velocity sa y component at mahanap si initial velocity sa x component. Kasi pag nagawa natin yan, pag nahanap natin yung dalawang velocities na yan sa x and y components, mas madali na lang natin mahanap ito. A-applyan lang natin ng Pythagorean theorem at pwede na siguro natin makuha yung solutions or yung answer na hinahanap sa V sub I. Okay? So dito tayo, derivation of equation. Sa x component, ang acceleration natin dyan is 0. And yung velocity natin dito, which is v sub ix, is equals to final velocity dito na v sub x. wherein ang b sub x dito is given by, since meron tayong given value na final velocity at meron tayong angle, ang basic trigonometric function dito ay magwo-work para mahanap yung x and y component ng ating final velocity. So, kaya pag hahanapin natin ng final velocity in x component, ang gagawin lang natin dito is apply the cosine function. So, ito ay final velocity, which is ito. And then, sine of, gagamitin natin yan, alpha. And to solve for y component ng ating final velocity, this is equals to final velocity sine, this is, ito ay hindi pala sine yan. This is cosine. This is cosine of alpha. And yung nandito is, this is final velocity sine of alpha. Okay. Now, ibig sabihin yan, if this is v sub ix is equals to v sub x, pwede ko na rin sigurong magamit itong equation na ito para masolve ko si v sub ix. Okay? Now, ang velocity natin dito, ang acceleration natin dito sa y component, in terms of y component naman, kasi nahuhulog yung bola natin, ang acceleration natin dito is equals to a sub y of g. And this is equals to negative 9.8 meters per second squared. Bakit negative? Kasi downward yung direction natin, kaya negative ang ilalagay natin dyan na sign niya. So, this is equals to, alam natin na ang acceleration in y component is equals to g, which is 9.8 or negative 9.8 meters per second squared. Solve for x component, hanapin natin lahat ng mga variables na pwedeng makatulong sa atin to solve for v sub ix. So for x component, in solving for v sub ix is equals to v sub x na itong formula na ito. That means that I can solve for v sub ix using this equation, since v sub x is equals to final velocity cosine of alpha. So v sub ix here is equals to final velocity cosine of alpha. Yan na rin ngayon yung ating equation para sa paghahanap natin ng initial velocity in x component. Okay? Ang susunod natin ngayon is the y component natin. Now for y component, v sub y dito is equals to this one, final velocity sine of alpha. At sabi nga natin dito, para ma-solve natin si initial velocity, kailangan natin mahanap si initial velocity. So ang initial velocity natin dito is given by v sub initial velocity sine theta. Now, natandaan natin na ang v sub iy dito is not equals to v sub y, kasi ang v sub y natin ay downward. So, this is probably negative. At ang v sub iy naman natin, ito ay going upward. So, probably this is positive. Kaya hindi sila equal. Kaya hindi natin pwedeng i-assume na ang value ng v sub y dito is equals to v sub i. So, gagawin natin ay maghanap tayo ng equation for v sub iy na pwede natin magamit na nandoon yung v sub y natin na value. Kasi wala tayong magagawa kundi gamitin ang value ng v sub y para mahanap si v sub iy. So base doon sa equation natin sa kinematics, pwede natin magamit yung equation number 3 natin. You can watch yung video na nasa link kung gusto nyo malaman kung ano yung mga equations ng kinematics. So ang equation natin doon sa equation number 3 natin ay given by v sub f squared is equals to v sub I squared plus 2 times a, sabihin na natin na d. Ayan, or x, sorry. X pala ang ginamit natin doon, which is for horizontal. For x. So, ito ay magiging v sub y squared, since nasa vertical component tayo, equals to v sub iy squared plus this is 2gy. So, ito yung equation na pwede natin magamit para ma-solve si initial velocity. Pero hindi ko pa sinasabi na ito na yung talagang gagamitin natin. i-derive pa natin yung equation, ibig sabihin, i-rearrange natin yung equation natin para ma-solve natin yung b sub iy. So, gagawin natin, kukopyahin lang natin yung equation natin. This is b sub iy squared. B sub y squared is equals to b sub iy squared plus 2gy. Isosolve natin ito in terms of b sub iy. So, ito ay ililipat lang natin dyan. So, ang magiging equation natin ay b sub y squared minus 2gy is equals to b sub iy squared. Rearrange lang natin yung equation natin. So, this becomes b sub iy squared is equals to b sub y squared minus 2gy. So, ito na ngayon yung equation natin. Itong nakikita nyo dito. Pero, to complete this equation, since wala tayong value ng b sub y natin, ilalagay natin dito na so, b sub y is equals to, yung b sub y na yan is, or sabihin natin b sub y squared. So, yung b sub y natin is equals to, yung equation dito, ito. Kaya yan yung gagamitin natin. B sub y is equals to final velocity sine of alpha. So, para ma-solve natin si b sub y squared, kailangan natin gamitin yung equation na b sub y is equals to final velocity sine alpha. And ang equation natin ay magiging ganito. B sub y is equals to square root of b sub y squared minus 2gy. To solve for b sub y squared, gagamitin natin ang equation na yan. Kaya siguro, lalagyan natin ng parang box dito para ma-notify tayo na kailangan niyang equation na yan. So, ito na rin yung equation natin in solving for initial velocity in y component. So, meron na tayong equation para sa b sub ix component and meron na rin tayong equation para sa b sub yi component or b sub iy component. Now, ang susunod natin ngayon is to solve for yung actual na talaga dito, to solve for initial velocity. To solve for initial velocity, or yung b sub i natin, i-isolate lang muna natin yung diagram natin dito para mas ma-visualize natin. I-isolate natin yung itong buong kwan na ito, itong buong figure na yan. Dito. So, parang ganito siya. Ayan. Ito yung bola natin. Ito yung initial velocity natin. And ito yung initial velocity sa x component. Ito yung initial velocity sa y component. Ayan. And ito yung angle natin or yung theta. So, in solving for b sub I, yung vertical component dito is just be equal to the vertical component dito o yung b sub iy dito. And i-isolate natin ngayon ulit itong figure na yan. So, magiging ganito yung parang itsura ng ating figure. Ito yung ating b sub ix. This is b sub ix and this is b sub iy. Ito yung theta natin. Ito yung initial velocity. Para ma-solve natin yan, since meron na tayong equation dito, meron na rin tayong equation dyan, Pythagorean theorem ay pwedeng-pwede nang mag-work dito. Kaya, to solve for that, gagamitin natin yung Pythagorean theorem, which is ito, b sub I, or initial velocity squared is equals to b sub ix squared plus b sub iy squared, which is ito na rin yung ating c squared, ito na yung ating a squared plus ito na rin yung ating b squared. So ito na siya. And magiging ganito na yung ating equation to continue. So b sub I y or b sub I initial velocity is equals to square root of b sub ix squared plus b sub iy squared. And ito na exactly yung ating equation na gagamitin in solving for initial velocity. So, na-solve na natin yan. And how about ito? Since given yan, given din ito, to solve for direction, o yung sinasabi natin dyan na theta, you're gonna use tangent function. tangent theta, ito, is equals to, ang opposite natin dyan is yung b sub iy, yung adjacent natin dyan is b sub ix. So, ito na rin yung ating equation in solving for theta or direction. So, kumpleto na tayo ngayon ng equation. Pwede na natin gamitin yan para ma-solve yung ating mga unknown value doon sa ating problem. Gagawin natin, substitute all given value to the equations. Ayan. So, unahin natin. Solve for b sub ix. Ayan. B sub ix natin ay given by this equation dito. So, gagamitin natin yan. B sub ix is equals to final velocity cosine of alpha. Equals, ang final velocity natin, balikan natin yung given natin. Final velocity natin dito is ito. Yung angle natin na yan. So, this is equals to 36 meters per second times cosine. Ang alpha natin is 28 degrees. And this is equals to 31.79 meters per second. Or meter per second. So 31.79 meters per second. Ito na yung ating b sub ix. Ang susunod natin dyan is solve for b sub y. Bakit b sub y ang yung solve natin? Kasi anticipated na natin dito sa ating equation na para ma-solve natin ang b sub y or b sub iy, kailangan natin magkaroon ng value ng b sub y squared which is not given. Kaya, gagamitin natin yung equation na ito to solve for b sub y or final velocity in y component. To solve for that, this is b sub y is equals to final velocity sine of alpha equals yung final velocity pareho rin dito. And this is equals to 36 meters per second times sine of 28 degrees. And this is equals to 16.90 meters per second. And take note na ang ating final velocity is going downward, which is ito. Yung final velocity natin dito ay going downward siya, kaya ito ay probably negative. Just to indicate na downward direction ang ating final velocity ng y component. Kaya ang gagawin natin ay yung value natin dyan is lalagyan natin ng negative sign. So, negative 16.90 meters per second. At ito na yung ating final velocity in y component. Okay? Meron na tayong final velocity in y component. So, solve na natin ngayon yung ating initial velocity in y component. So, solve for b sub iy. Using this equation, yung ito, is b sub iy is equals to square root of b sub y squared minus 2gy. Now, meron na tayong value nito, kaya substitution na lang talaga ang gagawin natin. So, ang b sub y squared natin is equals to negative 16.90 meters per second square minus 2 times. Ang acceleration natin dyan is g, which is equivalent to, sabi nga natin dito, is negative, or ito, this one. Kaya negative ang ilalagay natin na value dyan. Since nasa y component na tayo. So, this is 9.8, negative 9.8 meters per second squared times yung y natin dyan is yung 7.5 meters. Ayan. Step by step lang tayo para mas lalong nating maintindihan. I-squared nyo yan. Yung negative 16.90, ang lalabas dyan ay 285.61 m squared per second squared. And ito naman, multiply nyo to times negative 0.9.8 times 7.5 meters is equals to negative 147 m squared kasi meter per second squared, or pakita natin dito, m over s squared times m. This is over 1. So m times m, ito n times m is equals to m squared. S squared times 1 is x squared, and this is equals to m squared. M squared per second squared. Ayan. So this is m squared per second squared pa rin. So this is equals to 285.61 minus negative 147 is equals to 432.61 m squared per second squared equals, square root nyo yan, square root ng 432.61 is 20. Naka-round off na ito, 20.80. Ang square root ng m squared is m per, ang square root ng s squared is s pa rin. So ang b sub y natin is equals to 20.80 meters per second. And ito na yung ating initial velocity in y component. Meron na tayong, check muna natin, meron na tayong initial velocity in x component, meron na rin tayong initial velocity in y component. Masosolve na natin ngayon yung ating initial velocity. So kukopyahin lang natin, no? Itong diagram na ito in solving for initial velocity. Solve for initial velocity. So ito yung diagram natin. Ayan. Ito yung v sub ix and ito yung v sub iy. Lagay lang natin. This is v sub I and ito yung theta natin. Ang value ng v sub ix natin dito, balikan muna natin, is equals to ito, 31.79 meters per second. 31.79 meters per second. Ang value ng v sub y natin ay 20.80 meters per second. 20.80 meters per second. Paano masolve ang v sub I? Balikan natin yung equation. Gagamitin natin ang sana yon. Ito, Pythagorean theorem. So, initial velocity is equals to square root of v sub ix squared plus v sub iy squared equals, substitute natin lahat ng mga value dyan. Ang x natin is 31.79 meters per second squared plus ang v sub iy natin dito is 20.80 meters per second squared. Ayan. And this is equals to squared nyo yung 31.79. Ang sagot natin dyan ay 10.60 m squared second squared plus square nyo naman itong 20.80. Ang sagot natin dyan is 432.64 m squared second squared. Ayan. And i-add nyo na lang yan kasi pwedeng i-add kasi magkapareho sila ng unit. So 10.60 plus 432.64 is equals to 1,443.24. Copy yung unit. M squared per second squared. And equals to, square root natin. Sorry. Square root ng 1,443.24 is equals to 38. Naka-round off na yan. 38.0. Square root nitong m squared is m. Square root ng second squared is s. So, ang initial velocity natin is 38.0 meters per second. Okay? Nasolve na natin yung ating check na ito. Meron na itong value na 38.0 meters per second. And ang natira na lang dito is yung theta natin. So, to solve for direction o yung angle natin dyan, gagamitin natin yung equation na ito, tangent function na equation. So this is equals to tangent theta is equals to b sub iy ito, opposite, divided by adjacent. B sub I x, substitute natin yung value. B sub I y is 20.80 meters per second divided by ang initial velocity natin sa x component is 31.79 meters per second. Bago natin i-solve yan, gusto ko lang i-emphasize dito na if in case na meron tayong negative value dito sa alinman dito sa initial velocity natin sa x and y component, magiging positive pa rin siya dito kasi iti-treat natin dito ito as absolute value. Ibig sabihin, pagdating niya dito, magiging positive pa rin siya. If in case lang na meron tayong initial negative value for initial velocity alinman dito sa y component or x component. Okay? So, 20.80 meters per second divided by 31.79 meters per second. This is equals to tangent theta is 0.65. So, wala nang unit kasi magka-cancel out yan lahat. Now, ito, ilipat natin dyan, i-transpose natin dyan. So, this is equals to theta. Paglipat natin dyan, magiging inverse tangent equals to times 0.65. And this is equals to inverse tangent of 0.65 is equals to 33. So, yan na yung ating theta ngayon, which is 33. Paano ma-solve or paano kunin yan? Paano pindutin yan sa calculator? Yung itong term na yan, pag pinindot mo yan sa calculator, magiging ganito, shift. Then, pag pindot mo ng shift, tangent kaagad, mapapansin mo dyan, nalalabas yung tangent, tapos merong raised to negative 1 dyan. And then, after that, pindutin mo yung 0.65 sa calculator and then equals. At ito na yung magiging resulta. So, yan na yung sagot natin ngayon. In summary, ang initial velocity natin, ang initial velocity natin is 38.0 meters per second at an angle of 33 degrees. So, yan na yung sagot natin doon sa problem natin sa ating projectile motion. Again, kung meron kayong mga katanungan, i-comment nyo lang dyan para naman dyan sa mga estudyante ko. Kung meron kayong katanungan, i-comment nyo lang doon or i-PM nyo lang doon sa ating group chat. Ayun, maraming salamat and see you in the next episode ng ating video tutorial.